Friends, this question from ST-Quiz2 Jan 2026 Quiz 2 question paper, and this is the continuation of the above question. So, how many test requirements are? That is, they are asking to find the test requirements are there to satisfy all users coverage for the variable x. So, users coverage, that is all the users. You want to cover all the users from each definition, that is in all users coverage, which is the sigma, that is sum of here they are asking how many, right? That is the count. How many means count, that is we are adding the sigma count, the sum of that the users reachable by the users which are reachable by each definition. So each definition, that is the use are the definition of the variable x. So variable x is defined at node 1, right? That is x equals to a. This is the definition 1. So at node 1, and x is defined at node 4, that is definition 2, that is node 4, defined at node 1 and comma 4. These are the nodes. So nodes. Okay, next users. You represent users of the variable x where the x are used, that is x is used at edge 1 to 2, that is x greater than or equal to y. So x greater than or equal to y is use 1. So that is at edge 1 to 2. This is the edge that is represented in brackets. Next, this is the another used at edge 1 comma 5, which is x less than y. The use is 2. Here using x, right? The variable x less than y, that is 1 comma 5 is another use. And print x at node 5. So that is node 5, that is the print x. So that is use 3 is print x. So the test requirements are all users coverage, which covers the each definition to all reachable users, that is unique users, unique and reachable users. In all depths coverage, the number of definitions is equals to the count test requirements for the all depths coverage. Here we don't consider all the users. So the test requirements for this all users coverage is number of users is not equal to number of users. Why? Some users are not reachable, right? Some users are not reachable by the each definition. Because of that, these are not equal to number of users. So definition 1 to use 1, use 2, use 3, and definition D2 to use 1, use 2, use 3. Okay, first definition 1 is at node 1, right? Node 1, that is 1 comma 1 to 2 is reachable, right? And is a unique path also. That is use is x greater than or equal to y, 1 to 2. So this is definition 1 and use 1, and the path is also clear. There is no redefinition between 1 and 2. So next one is, this is correct, valid. Next one is 1 comma 5. So 1 to, this is 1 comma 2, 1 comma 5, and this is 5. Okay, 1 comma 5. So here the definition 1. What is the definition 1? That is x equals to a is defined, and x equal to, we are using this use, right? This use u2, that is use is x less than y. So this is also a valid path. There is no redefinition, right? In this path from 1 to 5 there is no redefinition. This is also a valid path 1 to 5. So next one is again 1 to 5, right? Again 1 to 5, that is x equals to a. Here use is print x, right? Print x. So print x is also used. So let us wait, is this correct path or not? Next one is next definition at node 4, that is x equals to 3, that is 4 at x equal to c definition, and use is this is a valid path, right? There is no redefinition. 4 comma 5 and print x. From definition 1 to, that is 1 to, we are using this one, x greater than or equal to y. Okay, this use is covered. All uses, right? This use is covered. X less than y, this use is covered. And x equal to c2 definition to this use d2 to u3, this use is also covered. This is valid path 4 comma 5. And next one is 4 comma, that is definition at x equals to c2 definition, this is, and use is 1 comma 2. So use at 1 comma 2 is 4, use at 1 comma 2 edge is x greater than y. Is this path is reachable? Is there any path from go to this use u1 x greater than or equal to y from 4? Not, right? There are no arrows, no valid paths, so it's not possible. It's not possible. In the same way, definition from 4, that is x equals to c2 from edge 1 comma 5, edge 1 comma 5, that is x less than y. Is there is a path in the control flow graph? So this use u2 x less than y from 4 definition 2 to this use u2, no path, right? So they are only pointing to the final vertex 5, so it's not a valid path. Only these 4 are possible. So why we not consider this one? We consider only unique reachable paths, right? Unique. So unique, and the all uses are reachable by the each definition. So 1 and 5. So print x is already, this use is already covered by the this definition, right? X equal to 4. So this use is covered by this one. This is not a unique path. So consider only unique paths. And the answer is only 3. First one, 2, and this is 3. So answer for this question is 3. Friends, this is little bit confusing, but be careful. So in all depths coverage is easy. All depths coverage is number of definitions only. You consider the number of all users coverage from each definition.